A lot to react to there, and here to talk about it, Frank Figliuzzi, former FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence, joined by another veteran of ours, Mieke Eoyang, an attorney, former staffer for House Intelligence and Armed Services. Frank, there's no good comparison, so I'll put it bluntly. In normal times, how would our nation be reacting to the knowledge that we have been under and remain under constant electronic threat, especially to our ongoing and rolling elections?
Well, I think under normal circumstances, Brian, as you say, we would be coming together in a bipartisan fashion to ensure the security of the midterm elections. But when we hear this play out, as we're hearing today, that the Secretary of Homeland Security is either ignorant of intelligence that's been widely accepted throughout the intelligence community, or, second choice, she is corrupting the intelligence process deliberately to benefit and protect the president and or her own job, then Americans need to be concerned about what their state and local systems are doing to protect the midterm elections. There's only those two choices. She's corrupting the intelligence process or she's ignorant. Both of those are bad. Both of those should concern every American, and the rest of the intelligence community should come together, call her out, and ensure she has all the facts she needs to protect the midterm elections.
Mieke, our friend Frank has been around the block in this area a time or two. Let's take, for the purpose of this conversation, his two choices. Is there a chance the Secretary does not believe the findings of the intelligence community?
Well, she said at the end of that statement that she has no reason to doubt particular intelligence assessments, and she's viewed as one of the more professional members of the Trump National Security Cabinet. So it's, I think, entirely likely that David Trump's choice of her trying to preserve her job, knowing that the president is watching, that she can't say certain things on television, is more likely. And it's really a shame when you have national security officials who can't speak the truth in a way that the president can hear it about serious threats to the nation.
Mieke, it is a shame. Is it also dangerous?
It is dangerous in the sense that if she is giving public guidance in one setting and private guidance in another, that's confusing for allies, it's confusing for state and local officials. It undercuts the integrity and the trust in our intelligence community's assessments. I think overall it does more harm than good.
Frank, I'm speaking to you from the studio where we anchored the last presidential election. This is the studio where we're going to anchor the midterms and the next presidential election. And so in that context, is there any way for viewers watching us tonight who are now uneasy and worried about the sanctity of our elections, is there any way you can assure anyone that quiet things have been done, perhaps out of public view behind the scenes, to fortify our system of elections?
We do know that the Department of Homeland Security has indeed been working with various states and offered briefings, so that's good news, and the states are listening. That's all good. The not so good news is that the Department of Homeland Security has chosen a posture to say it's up to the state and local registrar of voters, the state systems, the state legislators to figure this out and ensure the security of the election. So I don't see the degree of federal intervention and help that is probably needed to do this, to include possibly funding. And what concerns me is that it only takes a few key states to be hacked and or corrupted, and it doesn't have to be to change the vote. Think of the scenario where you show up to vote at your usual polling place and you're told, we don't have you on the list, you're voting across town. And complete confusion occurs in a couple of key states, and we've got a problem.
Mieke, I was worried Frank wouldn't be able to reassure us, but however, people old enough remember, Mieke, the officials in the Nixon administration going on TV, yes, to say things the boss wanted to see them saying on TV. And it happened in various ways under Carter and both Bushes and so on. We haven't seen it to this degree. It's been said Fox has an entire morning news program, much of which is aimed at one viewer. People have bought commercial time in Washington aiming it at one viewer. Is this a dangerous trend to you?
I think it is. It's not just the president's viewing habits. It's also his Twitter habits and people who are getting information in front of him by activating networks of trolls, of putting bots, putting particular messages in front of the president, putting specific messages in front of the president on television. This is a president who is actually paying more attention to what is created by other sources than he's listening to his own intelligence analysts and the professionals in the government who've been doing this to protect the nation for their entire careers. It's really troubling because in some of these cases, we don't know who is trying to influence the president. We don't know what their motivations are, and he doesn't even know if this information is true. And you see this in some of the things that he is retweeting and repeating to people over and over again.
Two of our pros, our thanks as always, Frank Figliuzzi and Mieke Eoyang. Appreciate it very much. And coming up for us,